everybody. It is Monday. Very exciting day. Don't know why I'm excited for it, but here it is. A super Monday for being a nerd. I'm Albert Steed, Chief Nerd at Advanced Computer Solutions, and we're going to do a quick news update. A couple of interesting stories to go through today. Some of them important, only if you have a business. Actually, they're all pretty important if you have a business, but some businesses have more interesting things than others. You'll see. We'll talk about it. But I want to begin the show, as I always do, with my salute to the small business owners. Appreciate you all. Hope you are all having a great day and had a good weekend. All right, let's get going. News item number one, Google Workspace MFA deadline. So we don't really have too many Google Workspace clients, but I find this to be a great opportunity to remind everybody that MFA is important, A, that Microsoft requires it as well, B, and then C, Google also requires it. Why is Google requiring it? Because it's that important. Everybody needs it. Google has officially confirmed that every Google Workspace business account, including the entry-level starter tier, must have at least one admin account enrolled in two-factor authentication by June 16th, or the account will face access restrictions. Required. This is not a recommendation or a nudge. It is a hard enforcement date with real consequences. Microsoft has been slow rolling this forever, annoying as can be. Yeah, but Google has taken a hard stance. So if you have Google Workspace, here it's coming in about a month. Ramifications, I guess you're going to lose some features. Let's see, what does it say here? Microsoft, Intuit, and others have all mandated MFA for business accounts. Yes, they have. Google Space, think shared calendars, client emails, and Gmail files and Drive. Losing admin access for even a day could mean missed appointments, inaccessible contracts, and a scramble to reach Google support. I don't know if that's exactly how it's going to play out. That never gets that extreme. Hard deadline on June 16th, 2026. Phased enforcement to all users through July. So it's a phased enforcement. Clock is ticking. 4 weeks away. Log into your Google admin account, admin.google.com. Go to security authentication and verify your admin account has two-step verification and ready to go. All right, so that's it. That's Google. They're doing it. Microsoft's kind of doing it. Everybody's doing it. I don't know, the shuffle. All right. Article number 2, Windows 11 May update breaks USB label printers and barcode scanners. So I'm going to continue to push this narrative because it's so important. So Windows 11, 22H2 and 23H2 is causing USB HID class devices, specifically label printers from Zebra and Brother, also barcode scanners, to become unresponsive or throw driver errors. If I had to guess, these are older devices running on older forms of drivers, in that this is going to be ongoing forever. Microsoft is taking their OS and kind of throwing out the older systems that they've been supporting now for 40 years. And they're replacing it with newer systems and getting rid of the old systems because of security, liability. It's just a very complex situation to keep all that old stuff going. So if you have had your label makers stop functioning, reach out. We will do our best to fix it. You may have to replace it. Does Microsoft have? That's not saying that Microsoft's going to do much to fix this, other than they're just breaking it. It's probably a security thing. and we can't not update the computers from a security perspective. Basically, if you own a business, you have two choices. You either are able to work on old gear, old software, and you can save money, but you take a lot of risk when you do that from an IT security perspective. And I guarantee you, your insurance company is not sitting back thinking you're running ancient old equipment that is putting everything at risk. And when you get hacked, they're going to say, you didn't say you had this, or we told you you couldn't have this. We're not going to cover it. So that's what's going on there. So if you guys are getting broken Zebra printers, let us know. We'll do what we can. Get them fixed for you. Number 3, news article, Microsoft Copilot gets persistent memory. Now, I think we've talked about this in the past, but it's good to know. I've got some clients that are using Copilot. Let's read about what it is. At Microsoft Build this week, Microsoft announced that Microsoft 365 Copilot is gaining persistent memory, meaning the AI assistant will now remember context across separate sessions. It's very interesting. I don't know if any other AI has quite got that done, including recurring clients, your preferred communication styles, and business-specific workflows, without you having to re-explain everything from scratch. So yeah, we've had that in Claude. It's just these files that you can write and update, and each time you open a new session, it reads it and it knows what's in there. With memory enabled, Copilot can, for example, remember that a particular client prefers formal email tones. That's nice. And that your invoice workflow follows a specific sequence, or that a recurring project has particular requirements. There you go. Microsoft Build 2026 is where it was announced. High credibility and official roadmap commitment. Well, either it's there or it's not. Is it there? Microsoft is investing heavily in Copilot since 2023. I wonder if Microsoft, I believe they formed a relationship with Claude. It used to be Copilot was just built off of OpenAI, ChatGPT, but I think they've branched out. As you get to know this stuff, what you kind of learn is you can plug any AI into any front end and it will do stuff. It'll do it to the ability of the AI. It's not really the AI that's changing all that much. It's all the tools around it. And the AIs are getting smarter, that's for sure. Rollout begins June 2026, so it's coming. Yeah, maybe we haven't talked about this. Let's see. The blank slate problem has been cited in multiple Microsoft usage surveys. Yeah, that's probably why I don't remember. I didn't use it. Haven't used it in a while. I just remember it being awful. So if they could fix these problems, catch up to the other AIs, that would be good. I would love to use Microsoft's product. I mean, I could care less. They're all big companies with giant user bases and giant, billion-dollar companies. So $1 billion company or another. That's our third. So just really quick hit, ChatGPT Pro for Teams coming out with no-code workflow automation. Funny, I would say that every AI creates a no-code workflow automation. I've been doing it for months now. It's $42 per user. OpenAI's new $42 per user per month ChatGPT Pro for Teams tier bundles the O3 reasoning model with a no-code workflow automation layer. I wonder if that's like an N8N automation tool. Like someday I might tell you guys what N8N is, but it's a very handy tool. It takes automations and it kind of stratifies them and makes them concrete versus relying on an AI that, well, don't rely on AIs. Let's just put it that way. If you want consistent results, you got to build in hard-coded automations. And even then, you can still get some pretty wacky stuff happening. But it's better than just saying, hey, AI, do this thing, and here's how I want you to do it. Because if you do it like that, it'll give you a different result every time. So yeah, so workflow automation, that's good. Like drafting quotes from emails, generating job completion reports, early access rolling out this week. So if you're on ChatGPT, take a look for that. I will say that often these new features are hard to find. We'll call this a new article. So we'll call this Al's Corner. I read last week that Claude AI released a small business feature. I don't know what they call it here. small business, Claude for small business. And basically all it is integrations into QuickBooks and DocuSign and what else? Oh, there's some other ones into your Microsoft 365 or your Google business, so that they all can come together and talk together, and you can get, I would say, more in-depth knowledge of your business. Where I'm excited is to be able to use it to, like, for QuickBooks. Hey, take a look at my bank statement. Take a look at how these charges have been handled in the past, and just please put them in there so I don't have to do it. I would be very excited for that. I think an AI will do a better job than me, because what that really is a built-in workflow system. Look at last month's, then look at this month's, and do the same thing. So yeah, I know that QuickBooks already does that, but we do have, if you have a split account, like a bill that comes through that you want to put into two different areas of your accounting, then yeah, that's good for that. So Claude for small business, it does integrate into some other interesting, I lost my note. Let's see. PayPal, Intuit, HubSpot, that was the one. Canva, generate content for every channel with the ability to collaborate and edit with your team, publish assets and track performance. Canva and DocuSign. There's other solutions in there it works with, none of which I recognize as anything I've ever used. Let's see. How it works. Oh yeah, it's just Microsoft 365 and your Google Workspace. Yeah, all good stuff. All right, that's today's show. Hope everybody had a good time. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow, perhaps. I don't know what's going to happen here. I did get a little feedback that daily might be a bit much, so as much as I love doing it, I hope everybody has a good rest of your day. I'll talk to you all. Bye-bye.